back on the 74 Challenger project. I've already gone ahead and started taking out some of the rusty sections that I would like to replace. I have left the very front piece here just because I want to be able to keep it in place so that I have kind of a reference point when I remake the top plate of the sill. So I took out the back section of the sill plate already. I'm going to start by rebuilding that first. Then we're going to make like some kind of a L-shaped bracket to replace the top section. Once I have that in place and I'm happy with it, we're going to tackle this front piece here. So I'm just going to remove this whole thing. You can see it's quite rusty, and we'll just bend a little section there and then finish it off with this front cap. So that's the goal for this episode. Hope you like it, folks. That turned out pretty nice. Alright, I got this front section here just tacked in place now. What I'm trying to do is get this entire piece level going across. So I've just got this large level sitting on the rest of the sill. The front section here is pretty close. Now I know it, let that focus. So it looks like it's a little bit higher, but that's because this section right here has been kind of hammered and dented down from the previous repair. So what I need to do is just find a way to get a mark just scribed across there, line it up on this end, and then I'll just cut that right in place. Then I'll have it nice and level, and then I can start making that top plate. This section over here, the underside is going to be completely removed, and I'm just going to make a whole new piece that comes up and meets up with this section here. Alright, here's how this is turning out. I got the upper bend in there. Whoops. So I'm still gonna need to do a bit of trimming on the front. Ah, come on. There's still a bit of a gap there, but it's getting pretty close. What I'm gonna do now is clean this all up, paint everything with some rust-proofing paint, and then we'll tack this guy in. Okay, I've got this top piece welded to the upper part. So now what I'm going to do is just going to start grinding this lip here so that the two halves meet perfectly, and then we'll weld this corner up, give it a nice grind down to give it a nice profile on the edge, and then we'll tackle that piece next. It's looking good. Oh, I gotta make a little square or rectangle for that hole there still. Well, it's welded. It's not very pretty. I'll need to do quite a bit of grinding to get this thing smoothed down, but it's in. Pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. Alright, now this one's going to be a little bit tricky because I'm going to have to put 2 bends in that. One at the bottom, then one at the top where it meets. But we'll figure it out. Alright, here's my super awesome cardboard template. So, spent some time mocking this up. I think it's fitting in there pretty good. This is a really interesting piece because this top right here, it slopes in. So starting from right here, this whole piece slopes inward. So you have to account for that. And then right at the very top here, this bend, as you can see, it widens as it goes across the bottom to make up for that other slope. So there's a couple of interesting bends in here. So I'm going to pull this off, mark it out on some metal, and I'm going to attempt to bend this whole thing in one piece. We'll see how that goes. Alright, show you what I came up with here. So that's the piece there. Fitment's pretty good, not perfect in that corner, but better as you go along. Try and show you down in there. So overall, I'm happy with this. I'm going to tack this into place. Then I'm going to pull these top pieces down, get everything nice and snug, and then maybe we'll fully weld it. Well, there we have it. Just finished fully welding that guy in. That turned out pretty good. It's not perfect. One thing to keep in mind though is that the front fender is going to overlap up to that point right here. So that's not something you're ever going to see anyway. What you will see though is this section in here. So I need to get in there with my grinder and get that nice and smoothed out, blend that in. I don't think that'll be a hard job. Yeah, lots of grinding. Not something I really look forward to, but oh, that was a lot of work making that. But saves me putting a whole new sill in. I wish I sold front patches for this, but I didn't find any. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, we're going to call it quits here. I think we got enough done for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.